Here we are on a beautiful May Saturday morning. Sun's out, light breeze, in the middle of the Shimrana Ecclesia, also known as the heart of the ACMTC compound. Since the compound is an enclosure, I'm looking for fences that are enclosing us. At the moment I don't see any except the one that is enclosing the garden. So I shall proceed down the driveway. We're now proceeding toward the terrifying steel cable that is enclosing us in this compound. See it? There it is. I shall now exit this van and describe to you the terrible confinement that we live under. Sometimes in the early morning you can see temporary antlered residents jumping over this fence, escaping from us, but they always come back to eat. Here is the imposing cable that holds us all prisoners in here with no means of escape. But I shall now demonstrate to you the proper procedure to escape from such a place. First, put your left foot over, trail with the right like a hurdling, and we're out. I'm free. Now, look at this fence. Fence runs the entire front length of our property here. I'd like you to know that this fence was installed by the state of New Mexico. We had nothing to do with it. It runs east and it runs west, all the way as long as this road runs. So you see, if we're accused of being held prisoner in a compound, then we must blame the state of New Mexico partially for this, for they're the ones that installed this edifice called a fence. Also, for many years here we had no gate trying to open up to the world, but due to the presence of belligerent news media personnel and local white trash people who like to come in at night and vandalize and terrorize us, we installed this imposing cable here that keeps us all prisoner. See? Look. Getting back in. I'm going back out. Easy. I can escape at any time. But I'm held here willingly. Oh my God, a lock. I'm held here willingly, of my own accord. Now I shall try to unlock this thing. Yes. Lock usually works better with a key. There goes our escape vehicle with chauffeur John. We're on the highway. We've escaped. There it is, a compound. I thought a compound was an enclosure. That looks pretty easy to get across to me. Okay, now we're approaching the long drive of one of our near neighbors. It's about, I don't know, approximately 3 or 4 miles down this road. We shall have to pass through this Puertocito pasture first. perceive to see how our neighbors live in this area compared to us. Down this beautifully maintained private road. Here, approximately 4 miles from the main road, dwelling in utmost seclusion, is the gate of our neighbor. Now, as you can see, he has a full-fledged gate made out of pipe and heavy wire, held by a chain. He's living here in seclusion, an evil word in the media. In fact, most people out here are living in seclusion because they don't like being in cities. As you can see, our neighbor lives in a very remote place. You can't see his place from the main road at all. The only way you can see his place is if you walk in, which we shan't do, or from the air. So this man is living in utter privacy. And what's wrong with that? He likes his privacy. He lives back here on this ranch, probably in the family for generations, down this dirt road. And here's the road where we came from, as you can see, out across the barren wastes of New Mexico. Not a bad place to live. Quite bumpy. How would you like to navigate this every day? Trying to get you a place of employment. It's only for those who love seclusion. Now, I'd like you to notice this is the standard issue state gate that they put in when they put this fence along the road. We used to have 2 of these on the front of our place, till we took it down as a gesture of goodwill that we weren't trying to hide from anyone. Now proceeding eastward on Highway 36. And look at that. Look at that. Stop right there, John. Stop. Also in seclusion, not visible from the road at this point. They have a steel gate with an iron pipe, and I think that that was done by their son in shop class right there. Beautiful. As you see, people out here love seclusion and privacy. So I guess, according to the classic definitions of cults, they're all cult members. Look at that. Evil. Here's our place as we approach from the east. Totally open. No stone walls or iron pillar gates. Nothing to keep us in. We can escape anytime we wish, but we don't wish to. We like living here. Lives about 4 miles down this road to the right of a Y, on the, where the road Ys, and he lives in utter seclusion also. And guess what? He has no electrical power coming from the highway at all. He has solar power back there, so he's really living off the grid, which I wonder if that's a sign of evil. Anyhow, he's another one of our secluded neighbors. Here we are at the entrance to Shadow Canyon Ranch, our very nearest neighbors. As you can see, they have an imposing wooden arch above their driveway. I wonder if they hang people who try to get in here. As you can see, this is a private place. You're not allowed to do all these things here. You're not free. You're living in seclusion. You can see very few of these people from the highway. So you wonder what's going on inside of there, back that road. It's kind of spooky. Makes me kind of shiver the more I think of it. Here's yet another example about 4 miles down the road from our place to the west of someone living in seclusion. You can't see their residence from the road. I don't even know who lives here, but obviously they don't want people to bug them. They enjoy their privacy. Isn't it something we all like? Let me close in on this sign here. It's not very readable because of age. We get right up close to it and then guess what it says? No trespassing. How terrifying. Better report these people to the authorities. They don't want anybody bothering them. But yet, if the news media bothers someone, it's just fine. Who lives down that road? Yet another example. This man has the standard state issue gate with also a no trespassing sign upon it. He obviously wants to be left alone. So why don't we leave him alone? I think we shall. I'm doing this to show the utter folly of saying we live in seclusion when you can see our place from the state highway. But most of our neighbors, you can't even see who lives back there. You just see these signs on the gate. This is no trespassing. And they're living in seclusion off the main highway. Another fine example of a state-issued gate. Here we are, back at our place of residence. The conclusion of a terrifying journey on a Saturday morning in May. To see all the people, our neighbors here, enclosed in gates with no trespassing signs and threat of reports to law enforcement to all who trespass upon the property. This is indeed a terrifying prospect. I'm so glad to be back, almost within the confines of sanity. But first, I must attach our heavy-duty wire cable between these two stone pillars to assure that no one will escape during the night hours. Finis.